So, good morning students. This is 12th standard, third unit prose. Okay, third unit prose in celebration of being alive by Dr. Christian Barnard. Okay, so that is what it is. Third unit prose in celebration of being alive, Dr. Christian Barnard. Okay, for 12th standard. Okay, from the title itself you can understand something. It is talking about life. Okay, I'll tell you in one line that being alive is a great celebration. Being alive itself is a great celebration, and that is a one line view of Dr. Christian Barnard about this lesson. Dr. Christian Barnard was the first person to make a heart transplant. Okay, first he did it with the animals, then he went on with a great success by transplanting heart. Okay, he is a heart surgeon and he is known for many honorary awards, and he has written book and all regarding heart, and he is a doctor. Okay, we'll see a little about him from the book back, page number 69. He is born in South Africa, and he has been the fourth child, and he has human to human human to human heart transplant in the year 1967. Okay, that is how he has become famous. Okay, transplanting heart from one patient to another patient. Okay, and he has written many books like One Life, 50 Ways to a Healthy Heart, 50 Ways to a Healthy Heart. So many books he has written. Okay, so you can gain more knowledge by reading about the author in page number 1669 about Dr. Christian Barnard. Okay, from the title itself, as I said, that this lesson is talking about being alive. It's talking about life. Okay, just by living in this world itself is a great boon. Okay, it's a great gift that God has given. Okay, that Dr. Christian Barnard has shared his experience. Okay, while that we will see while starting to read the lesson. So he is a heart surgeon. Okay, Dr. Christian Barnard. More and more, as I near the end of my career. Career means what? Look, I have given meanings here. Career means profession, job. Okay, so more or less the meanings which I have given, which are on the board. Some will be with my own meanings. Okay, you have to look after into the book and check out the meanings later on. Okay, my thoughts have turned to the consideration of why people should suffer. He is having a thought why people should suffer. We are seeing many accidents and people suffering lots and lots of problems in their life. Okay, having some disabilities. Okay, so those things and all will definitely arouse a question in your mind, why people are like this. Okay, why we should suffer when we face some difficulties in our life. Okay, particularly it might be mentally or it might be physically. A question will come right in your mind, why we should suffer or why we are experiencing this trouble right at this moment. So here Dr. Christian Barnard has given a clear picture from his own experience, and that is what being taught in this lesson. Suffering seems so cruelly prevalent in this world today. Suffering, everybody is suffering. It has been cruelly means what? Very bad. Okay, it has been worst. Prevalent, common. It is just a common thing. It has become a common thing that suffering has become a common factor that everybody faces in today's world. Do you know that of 125 million children born this year, 125 million children born this year, out of that 125 million children, 12 million children are unlikely to reach the age of 1, or unlikely to reach the age of 1 means before coming to attain the age of 1, many children, around 12 million children, they die. That is what he is coming to tell. Okay, and another 6 million will die before the age of 5. 6 million children, they pass away before they come to the age of 5. So many children die. Okay, why? Because of some some abnormality, okay, so some defects they have in their way right from the birth. Okay, they might be having some disease or a kind of disease that cannot be cured. Okay, some disability, born with some disability. Okay, so because that might be certain reasons they die before the age of 5. So he is given some statistical records of death before attaining the age of 5 and 1. Okay, and of the rest, many will, the remaining part of the children, many will end up as mental or physical cripples. Either the mental or physical cripples. Mental means what? You have some problem with your brain, which your brain does not function properly. Okay, your thinking sense will be less, or that is what mental, that is. And physical means what? Might not be able to walk properly, might not be able to hand will not work properly. So that is what we say termed as cripples. Okay, cripples mean people with disability. They may not be able to walk, or they may not be able to see, they may not be able to hear. Okay, so many problems that a human faces. That is what is termed as cripples. My gloomy thoughts probably stem from an accident I had a few years ago. My gloomy, this kind of sad, gloomy means depressed. Okay, gloomy means depressed and sad thoughts stem from an accident he has met. Dr. Christian Barnard himself has met with an accident. He and his wife had met with an accident, and they are staying in an hospital, and they are gaining a lesson about life, and that is an eye opener for Dr. Christian Barnard and his wife. From there they take a lesson from 2 children, okay, that we will see, and that has become an eye opener of from the title, In Celebration of Being Alive. Okay. One minute I was crossing the street with my wife after a lovely meal together. They have taken a meal together, and they are crossing a street, and that is how an accident happens. And the next minute a car had hit me and knocked me into my wife. She was thrown into the other lane, okay, from one street to the another street. She was thrown there and there also, and struck by a car, and she was struck by a car coming from the opposite direction. So she was she also had a severe injury. Okay, during the next few days in the hospital, I experienced not only agony. So this is also narration by Dr. Christian Barnard. What is he telling? I experienced not only agony. Agony means what? Mental and physical pain. But along with that, together, further, he is experiencing anger. He is getting very anger. Okay, questioning. I could not understand, but I experienced not only agony and fear, but also anger. I could not understand why my wife and I had to suffer. This is the question that everybody has in their mind. Why I had to suffer, or why I alone I am suffering this. This is the question which everybody has. Okay, I had 11 broken ribs out of that accident. We can see Dr. Christian Barnard. Okay, I had 11 broken ribs. Ribs means which is in the side, okay, below your chest, the side. Okay, 11 broken ribs and a perforated lung, perforated damaged lung, which is whole, lungs which has been punctured, okay, damaged, perforated lungs, okay, torn and damaged with holes, lungs. My wife had a badly fractured shoulder. Over and over, I asked myself, why should this happen to us? Over and over, he is keeping on questioning why this should happen to us, because Dr. Christian Barnard is not an ordinary person. He is a great doctor. And what he is telling, I had work to do. I have some work to do. After all, there were patients waiting for me. He has some patients to meet, okay, for me to operate on them. He is doing some operation. He is a heart surgeon. Okay, my wife had a young baby, and his wife is also having some responsibility. They have a baby. She is having a baby to take care. But when this kind of situation, they are facing a very difficult situation, meeting with an accident, and they have been on the bed in the hospital. My father, had he still been alive, would have said, if Dr. Christian Barnard father would have been alive, he would have said, it is God's will. His answers, his response will be, his answer will be, it is God's will. God is testing you. Okay, my son, it's God's will. It's God's wish for you to meet with an accident. From this, he is going to teach you something. That is what God's will. That's the way God tests you. Suffering ennobles you, makes you a better person. Suffering, when you suffer, you experience pain, and that ennobles you, makes you a better person. Okay, not like a person which you are, or an ordinary person. That makes you, teaches you lots and lots of lessons from that, and you become a better person. Ennobles you, dignifies you. You become dignified. You become something great. Okay. But as a doctor, I see nothing noble in a patient thrashing around in a sweat-soaked bed, mind clouded in agony. As a doctor, he is experiencing, he is telling that I don't see anything noble when a person is suffering a lot. While you are in the hospital, you will be experiencing pain and suffering. What is that going to teach you? I don't see nothing noble, nothing goodness. That is what noble, okay? I see nothing noble in a patient's thrashing around in a sweat-soaked bed, mind clouded in agony. His mind will be depressed, okay, not able to move, not able to be easy, and that is what he is telling. Nor can I see any nobility in the crying of a lonely child in a ward at night. Okay, we can see in the hospital, if you have gone inside the hospital, you might have seen lot of people wailing, shouting, crying. Okay, there also he is telling, nor can I see any nobility. Nobility means what? Honesty in seeing a small baby cry. Okay, so we also will question why this baby should suffer. Why this baby should suffer. Okay, so Dr. Christian Barnard, what he is telling that there is no honest for a baby. There is no honesty in seeing a baby crying in a hospital. Okay, there is no nobility. That is what he is coming to say, Dr. Christian Barnard. In those days, they didn't have sophisticated heart surgery. Okay, heart surgery, sophisticated heart surgery. Nowadays, all the technologies have been developed, and we have all the necessary technologies to face any operation. Okay, those days and all, there was no proper things to do a surgery. Okay, in those days, they didn't have sophisticated heart surgery. Sophisticated means what? Well advanced. I have always found the suffering of children particularly heartbreaking, especially because of their total trust in doctors and nurses. Okay, what Dr. Christian Barnard feels heartbreaking is everybody, like Dr. Christian Barnard, everybody as a human will find it difficult for children. Okay, for children particularly heartbreaking for them when they suffer and they believe lots and lots in doctor and nurses and expecting that they will definitely cure them. Okay, they believe you are going to help them. They believe if you can't, they accept their fate. If the doctor and nurses are unable to provide a positivity, okay, then the patient, he consider it as a fate. That is his fate. Okay, they go through mutilating surgery, and afterwards they don't complain. After that they take another step, involving themselves in a mutilating surgery. Okay, mutilating surgery means what? Where they go an extra risk. Okay, experiencing pain while doing operation and everything. That is what mutilating surgery is given in the book bag. Okay, and afterwards they don't complain and they accept it as fate. Okay, so this so far we have seen till here. From the next video onwards, we will continue the session. Thank you, students. Okay.